bored college girls on a Saturday night.
How dare he?
So, we're going out tonight. I wish I could drink, but I can't.
You can have a beer.
I can have 5.
Oh, what the hell? Oh.
A small Q&A. Here, let's move a little forward.
Oh, remove it.
Hello, everybody!
I'm Lizzie.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Samantha.
And we're
Here today.
we are here today to tell you a little bit about our rush experience if you're watching and you plan on rushing in college, because we didn't know anything.
Yeah, nothing. I'm from the north and they're both from Georgia, but they transferred from a small school.
Yes, we
So
go
we all know nothing.
to an SEC school, and they're in the same sorority and I'm in a different sorority, but we rushed as sophomores, she rushed as a freshman. So we're just gonna give you a couple of our tips for rush.
I'd say like the first number one tip is definitely to find someone to like sponsor you in a way. Like I had a sponsor who like was a family friend, but like she knew a lot about sororities and rushing, so she was able to help me like find connections to get recommendation letters. So if you have no clue what you're doing, definitely find someone like that because it was so much help.
Yeah, I think they don't put enough emphasis on recs, and I kind of waited the whole summer to get my recs.
Me too.
And so that kind of was stressful. But if you know, it's one thing is like reaching out to people, even if you don't really know them or you know them like through a friend, because anybody, like most people, are going to be happy to help, and just don't be afraid to just kind of put yourself out there to get those recs.
I got a lot of older women's recommendation letters and they were all so extremely happy to help me because they were like, oh my gosh, you could be in my sorority or whatever.
The actual rush process, it can sound really stressful, and
It is stressful.
When people would tell me though, I would imagine like all these houses like a mile away from each other and girls like running to each house.
That's what I
like,
thought too.
taking
That's
their
where our
heels
old school
off,
was. That's why I was like scared.
taking their heels off, like sprinting to get to like next house in time. But you really just gotta like take a deep breath because it's not that stressful, and
It's really not.
It's definitely not all one-sided.
It's
I
definitely
thought-
not, yeah.
I thought like when I came in, I was like, oh, it's all about me. Like I have to make sure that I like impress them the most. Like they are judging me, like blah blah blah. But it's
It's the same exact thing for them.
Same exact thing.
And like now that we're like all initiating, we started doing the rush like workshops for the fall. Like I'm realizing that it's like so much more emphasis on the people in the actual chapter than anything because they want to get more like the best people.
The best thing is like when we went through Rush, we were like thinking about these things like, oh, they definitely know us. Like they already know our names. Like yeah, that's.
They will act like they don't know you,
but they know you.
They know your name.
They'll get like
your name.
they'll match you up with like if you both did basketball or whatever, they'll match you up like in high school. If you both have a younger sister, they'll match you up. If you're both from the same state, match you up. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
do this so far in advance. So if you're sitting down with somebody and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you," like I blah blah blah, they've heard a lot about you.
One tip I did during rush was that at least for bigger schools you'll have 2 days of the same round, and they'll say like you have to wear a different outfit and it like progressively gets fancier, but you do like half the houses on one day, half the other for like the same round. I wore those dresses both days, the same dress, and nobody knew.
Yeah,
They
you got a
praised
cute
me
dress,
for wearing the same thing. They were like, "You are so smart for wearing the same dress." Like,
oh yeah.
props to you. But like we were in the same house at once, and I was like, "Yeah, my roommate's like way over there somewhere."
Yeah, I said that too. And you'll find yourself, because a lot of it is like talking about like yourself. Well, the whole
awkward.
thing
It's
is
so
yourself.
awkward.
Talk yourself up. Don't be afraid to put yourself out
definitely.
there. Talk about your grades. Talk about all like the good things you do, because they like to hear that, and that's what they want to hear.
Oh yeah.
But I like got one story down. It was like, oh, I went to this small school, I played soccer, I transferred, and like I didn't know anyone, so I wanted to rush. But you have like this one storyline, and you'll probably say it like 100
exactly.
times.
Like mine was that I went to an all-girls high school, and so I wanted to continue having a sisterhood throughout college. Like everyone like has like a small story of why they want to rush, or like why they want to have like this group of people that they're friends with. And like once you find it, you say it every single house, like every single time, like because at other rounds you talk to other girls. So like if I'm talking to Sam like one round, I talk to Hannah the next round, like I still tell them the same story. So like it gets across the path, because like then they'll converse about talking about me and say, oh, she went to an all-girls high school, she wants to continue to have that experience, and then like that'll be how you keep getting your name out there.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to eat the food.
Oh, yes. I drank that and I ate all of that.
And like a lot of the girls won't like want to do like eat it or drink it,
They're, like,
they
scared
think
to eat
yeah
it,
they'll
like-
be like scared to just like reach over and grab it, but they like to see that. I think they like to see that you're comfortable enough to like, yeah, I'm gonna drink
the only
that if I want.
like, and even if like you're at the point where like you don't like a certain sorority and you keep getting called back, eat the food. Like who cares? You're getting there for free
Make the
food.
most of
Like
it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I really
Like
would.
while you're there, like wasting your time. I say that lightly because I'm like.
Don't go in with stereotypes.
Oh, yeah, heck no.
I think it helped us transferring because we didn't know anything about, because we're at an out-of-state school now, so we didn't know anything about like the sororities, and I think that ended up like really benefiting us, because when people go in with closed mindsets and you have your mindset on one sorority, even though you don't know all the girls, you don't know kind of what they're like hanging out. So I don't know. I think going in with an open mind, because wherever you end up, like
It's
the
where you end
stereotypes
up.
just like dissolve once you're in it, and you're kind of in a sorority, you make your friends, and like
The
so-
girls differ also. Like, there's little groups inside of each, like, sorority, so you just have to find the one that you actually like.
See, like, most of my friends aren't even in my sorority.
Yeah.
It's just making connections, because they're roommates, but I'm in Sam's sorority, but like now Hannah and I are friends, and like I'm friends with her friends from her sorority, and like she's friends with our friends from our sorority. It's like a huge big thing, and like my roommates are in different sororities, so I'm friends with them and friends with their friends, and just
But if you do go to a school that a lot of people from your high school, or you go to like an in-state school, I would definitely say try to branch out from your friends in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
I'm trying to click. Clicking
Yeah.
is, like, the worst.
And one thing I hate about it is everyone is like from the same hometown, and they like stay
Yeah.
together. Yeah, because
People
like
is
there's
important.
2 girls from my high school. I shouldn't say that. I'm good friends with both of them. We're gonna edit that out. We need to edit that. I'm friends with both of them, but I only see one of them out a lot. And going home is fun, and like seeing both of them, because like we're not in the same. Okay, shut up. We're not in the same experience.
At the end of the day, you're all girls, and you're all it's an organization that you're part of. Like, nobody's better than anyone else. Like, the worst is just when you meet girls and like they think they're
Their
like
chapter is better.
Yeah.
Oh,
and like
yeah.
it's not a thing. Just like be nice to everyone.
Like guys don't
Yeah.
care about it's only girls only care about if you're in like the best one or the worst one. That's
Yeah.
what like I've seen so far.
Yeah.
And I think girls are way more harsh, but then like you'll ask guys, and like guys kind of have a better idea.
Yeah. In life, like any sorority will get you a job anywhere. Like that's
Yeah.
like one of the
Yeah,
reasons why I'm
connections
doing
are
it.
big.
Resume builder.
Now I can say that like boys don't care what chapter you're in.
Yeah.
Like you could be in the best one on campus and they wouldn't even care. Like
Yeah.
you be in the worst one on campus, they don't care.
If you're mean, they'll think you're mean.
Yeah.
If you're nice, they'll like you. Like
like I don't think I've ever been to a place with boys where they've asked me what chapter
Yeah.
I've been in,
Yeah.
because
They usually talk first and, like, get to
Yeah.
know you, and then they're like, oh, so, like,
Like,
are you
oh, that's
Greek?
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
are you in a sorority? Like, yeah.
And like it doesn't even matter, even if you would say like I'm in the worst one on campus. I think most of it is just like your own personality, so like don't take that to heart, because I know some really sweet girls who are in like the worst sorority on our campus or
Yeah,
whatever.
quote unquote worse.
Because like I don't think it's the worst, but like it's the words. I don't know.
Two, like, don't just focus on your sorority when you get to college. Branch out. Like, join other clubs. I was on a committee for an organization, and just, like, meet people, like, different ways. Don't let your sorority, like, define you in your college experience. For some girls, like, they're all about it.
Yeah,
and-
that's like their
That's
vibe.
what-
and intramurals. I would do intramurals.
yeah.
Especially like not through your chapter either, because like Hannah does
No,
it.
like, yeah, other people.
Yeah, Hannah does it soccer and murals like with other people, and I don't know. I think
Basically, more of the story is don't, like,
limit yourself.
limit
to your
yourself.
Chapter.
Yeah. Your chapter is, like, your sisters and whatever, and they're gonna be with you through life and all that stuff, but like
But there's more.
there's more to life than
college.
sororities.
Yeah.
And especially academics. Don't like academics. Don't like your don't let your sorority take over your academics.
It's true.
Yes.
Like, I found for me, I was really into sororities, like, my first semester, but, like, now my second semester, I have, like, my friends, like, outside of my sorority, and, like, I really, like, I don't feel the need to, like, do every single event that my chapter does, because, like, in the first semester, I was trying to make friends, whatever, like, now I have my friends that, like, I know I'll be with, like,
I think
friends
it
till
took us
death.
a good, like,
Can I pause it and look at it?
yeah.